What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Joe and you are watching Shooting Gallery. First of all, if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, it will do me the biggest favor. Hit subscribe, like this video, and comment, share with your friends, do all that good stuff. Today, we're going to be doing a review of the SharkCoast Tactical SCT +5 Mag Extensions. Let's check it out.
Yeah. You shot 33 away? No, that was... I can pull up the other one. Oh, that's cool. You can work with that too. That's right.
So a little bit of backstory, guys. SharkCoast Tactical is actually a local manufacturer and gun shop in the Sarasota area. I have been watching their podcast for a while. It's actually pretty informative. They have the SharkCoast Tactical podcast on YouTube. Go check them out. They've had some, they make some pretty cool stuff. They're actually a manufacturer. So if you see like a lot of like custom guns and themed guns, I know they do a lot of Trump guns on ARs and stuff like that. You see on distributors or you see at the gun shops. More than likely, it's probably SharkCoast Tactical. They do some slide cutting on Glocks. They do a ton of stuff. They're able to have, you know, quick manufacturing get-up abilities, and they came out a couple years ago. I've just recently started going to them. They have a great selection, and they actually have an online website. I'm not going to tell you where to go, but if you just search SharkCoast Tactical, they'll actually hook you up. I have no affiliation with them. I was fortunate enough, I've met the owner and he seems pretty cool. I've tried getting him on the podcast. Since we're not doing the Shooting Gallery podcast anymore, I don't know if they're watching this and they ever need a guest for the SharkCoast Tactical podcast. Hit me up, guys. I'd love to come and talk guns with you. But I knew they made these +5 mag extensions for Glocks. So this is a Glock 17. I'm running it in my Bear Creek Arsenal Grizzly 101. And this already has kind of an integrated mag well, and it gives you +5. So if you have a standard Glock magazine and you have a 17 round magazine, you'll actually end up having close to 22 rounds of 9mm. Now this is actually a KCI mag, so it will work with KCI, but the packaging that they do sell does say it works specifically on Glock magazines, so Glock 17 mags. Now I do have a Glock 19 mag here. Since this is a 17, obviously it's going to work, but I've tried it out in a couple Glock 17s that I've had access to. I no longer have the Polymer 80 AFT gun because that gun sucked. But it did fit in that gun, but since this is a Glock 17 clone with an integrated mag well, it fits perfectly. It's made out of aluminum. It's pretty simple install. They give you actually a new magazine spring. Check out some of the shooting footage of seeing how it works. I've shot it suppressed and unsuppressed as well. yeah, I just wanted to show you that after the shooting footage. This is how it looks on the Bear Creek Arsenal Grizzly 101. Guys, if you haven't checked this out, this is a phenomenal Glock 17 clone, under 300 Republic credits. Now, in terms of the magazine, now, as obviously it's fit on a KCI mag, but it will intended to use on a OEM Glock mag. It's made out of aluminum. It does have some I'm gonna call it jimping, but it's not. It has some texture on the bottom of the base plate. You do have to replace the spring, but it does come with the spring in the packaging. These things are going for like 45 Republic credits, so it's under 50, you know what. I would say the install was super simple, super straightforward. It's a mag extension, but the fact that it has a little bit of weight, so when you have an empty gun, so the locks back, hit that magazine release button, drops free. I like that because, especially if you're doing like competition use, you don't have to worry about ripping the mag out from the grip. The +5 itself, the only downside, and this is super nitpicky here. I don't really have a lot of downsides on the SCT +5 other than the name. It's a lot of letters plus. It just the only negative I could say about this magazine extension is that just like the model number, that's super nitpicky, but at the same time, there's really nothing bad you could say about these. They're super affordable. They work great. I think they have a couple different colors available. I just got the black because that's I'm not really into, like, you know, the raw uncut finish or like the different anodizing colors. I just prefer a regular black. There's no logos on here too, which I know some people don't like it when they have products and their logos are just plastered all over it. These things are pretty sweet. No logos plastered all over it. They work well. It drops free, and they're under 50 Republic credits. So if you want to check them out, definitely hit up them on the DuckDuckGo, Google, or whatever. Just search SharkCoast Tactical. Again, they don't even know I'm making this video. I just went in there, met the owner, and I was looking for I was actually looking for a AR-15 magazine release, and I saw these and I've been wanting to try them, so I ended up picking one up. But yeah, SharkCoast Tactical, they make some pretty cool magazine extensions. So guys, I hope you liked the video of this magazine extension as I drop it. The SharkCoast Tactical SCT +5 magazine extension for your Glock 17 Glock mags. Can't talk today. If you want to pick those up, check them out. I do know they have them available on their website, or if you're local or in the Sarasota area and want to stop in, I've checked out this shop. They got dogs running around too. I love dogs. I know the owner has a few dogs that he brings to the shop. I love to see dogs. That's my thing. But they have a great selection. I know they have stock like Staccato, B&T. They stock pretty much all of your major brands. They have a couple more high-end brands just because the Sarasota area tends to like high-end stuff. They're also a suppressor dealer too, so again, if you're in the Sarasota area, you can actually use them as your SOT. I believe they use the Cerberus system, but they will actually help you out with the paperwork. At least, you know, they can facilitate that. A lot of shops in the area will have different processes for filing Form 1s or Form 4s, and they can help you out with that. So guys, check out SharkCoast Tactical Podcast on YouTube, but also check them out on the internet, and you can actually pick up one of these. Again, they're under 50 Republic credits, which is pretty awesome. I like them. They work for me. I'm probably going to pick up a couple more, and if I can, I believe they make a 19 size +5 mag extension. I'll have to double check. If not, if they do, I'll pick some up and run them in my RXM. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all of the support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, stay shooting. Peace.